was no Jewy elf. Although I do think that Hercules movie that I took my little Tiffany to, I think that one character Danny DeVito played might have been a little Jewy.
I'm here to give thanks to all the rebels out there forging a new path and taking the heat for all of it. You guys need to know, all you troublemakers out there, you need to know that your fearlessness does not go unnoticed. You are seen, you are heard, and most of all, you are appreciated.
So basically me, okay, crazy face right there at the Grammys, basically just described me. This is a woman who said she wanted to blow up the White House when I was inaugurated years ago in 2017, back when America was becoming great again. And, you know, it's very interesting. Madonna is speaking in front of photographs of herself behind, but they don't look anything like her currently. Okay, I think she's had a lot of work done, and frankly, I mean, it's sad to say, I always liked Madonna, okay? Like a Virgin, and she's still performing like a virgin. She's in her mid-90s, and she's singing Like a Virgin. There's cobwebs down there, and she's saying, like a virgin, kissed for the very first time. We all know, I think she's done a lot more than kissing, okay, for a long time, but, I mean, at this point, she looks like somebody who was found face down in a river somewhere. It's very sad. It's very sad. Remember Jaws? Remember when they went down diving and they found that body all bloated with the water damage? That's what Madonna looks like. Let's take a moment to pray for Madonna. Dear God, please help Madonna. She's very lost. She's up there saying, oh, I hate Trump, but let's praise people who are wild and a little adventurous and not really in the box, not really fitted about it. She's talking about me. These people are so schizophrenic, but I mean, really, I talk about Hollywood. I'm sick of talking about Hollywood, really. I mean, I like Hollywood. I was in Hollywood. I was in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I was in Home Alone. I was in so many movies. I mean, can Hollywood just be great again? Can we do great movies again? I'm tired of bashing Hollywood. I mean, you got Sam Smith dressed as Satan. Do we even care anymore? Do we even care? It's like they do it just because they want a response and everything. It's like, I mean, movies suck now. I mean, movies seriously suck. I mean, even bad movies used to be good, like Weekend at Bernie's. It was like, at the time, it was like, boy, this is kind of shit. I mean, like, Bernie's dead. He's clearly dead. Now you look back and it's like, my God, that's a lot better than that You People movie with Eddie Murphy and Jonah Hill, right? Eddie Murphy, right? One of the greats of the 80s, Beverly Hills Cop, and now he's doing You People. He doesn't know what the hell's going on. He's probably medicated at this point. It's such a disgrace. But really, I mean, Hollywood used to be great, and we didn't care what they did. Now it's like, oh my God, this guy touched a woman's shoulder at a party 35 years ago. Let's cancel him. It's like, what are you talking about? I remember rock stars used to be like putting squids up women's vaginas, and I'm not saying that's good. I don't condone that. I don't condone the squid up the vaginas. I really don't. I mean, it's not good. But I mean, people used to do, I mean, look, Michael Jackson, right? He was accused of, what was it, child molestation? It's like, and he still sold like 15 million albums. It's like, can people live? Can people live, all right? Can we make Hollywood? I mean, in the 80s, everybody was sniffing cocaine, but it was great. I'm not saying cocaine is good, and I'm fighting against fentanyl. We're fighting very strongly. Look, I'm getting on a tangent here. Folks, welcome to episode 23 of the Donald J. Trump podcast. Please click like and subscribe and comment below. I mean, but really, I mean, can we make Hollywood great again? That's one of my agendas for 2024, okay? We're going to make Hollywood great again. People didn't care what people were doing. Walt Disney hated Jews. He hated Jews. He made great movies, but he hated Jews. I don't hate Jews. I love Jews. Donald Trump loves Jews. My daughter, Ivanka, is a Jew. But Walt Disney, perhaps he hated Jews. I mean, I don't know. It's hearsay. I don't believe in hearsay. I need evidence, but they say he hated Jews. His movies, there was no Jew hate, right? Remember Snow White? Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It was sleepy and dopey and laughy, and I mean, I think one of them might have had Down syndrome, and that's okay. It's a great thing. It's wonderful. God makes us all. It's great. Equal peace, what love. But he didn't. There was no Jewy. There was no Jewy elf. Although I do think that Hercules movie that I took my little Tiffany to, I think that one character Danny DeVito played might have been a little Jewy. I think he was Jewish. I think And that character was a little racist. I mean, can we show the people Danny DeVito's character in Hercules? I think it was a little anti-Semitic, if you want to know the truth.
All right, not bad, kid. Not exactly what I had in mind, but not bad.
Not exactly what I had in mind, but it was not bad. Let's go get a bagel. It's a little anti-Semitic, but we don't condone it. We don't condone it. I love the Jews, okay? Love the Jews so strongly. But look, moving on, we got to make Hollywood great again. We got to bring Trump back. Look, was I the best actor? I'll admit I wasn't the best actor in the world, but I was a scene stealer. And I mean, what do you remember from Home Alone 2 other than Joe Pesci getting hit in the face and Donald J. Trump giving him directions in there? And I mean, Hollywood used to love me. Look, I was in Will Smith's book. Will Smith's book. We have it right here. Sitcom television is the individual, undisputed greatest job on earth, but nothing was greater than when Donald J. Trump had a cameo on the show. Everybody on set was so excited. Some of the women called out. They said, we don't think we could make it. We might pass out. Being around him, with the sexual tension that Donald J. Trump brings with his money, his good looks, his great taste in outfits, his red ties, his buildings, we can't handle it. But Friday nights on the set of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air were like being at the hottest club in the city, but no Friday night was more hotter than the night Donald J. Trump came. He danced better than all of us, which was ironic because people know African Americans usually dance better than white people, but Donald Trump danced better than, frankly, everybody. And we had the top comedians on the mic, the most gorgeous Hollywood starlets, professional athletes, musicians, a who's who of the flyest of the fly, but nobody was quite as fly as Donald J. Trump. And frankly, he stole the show. And that's the reason we stayed on for another several seasons. But I do recall Trump coming up to me and he said, I think you're a movie star. You're better than just sitcoms. I think you should perhaps do a movie called Independence Day where you fight aliens and then do another alien movie called Men in Black. And I took his advice and then I became the biggest star in Hollywood. So thank you so much to Donald J. Trump. Wow. Will. Great book. Ooh. Look at that. I got so excited reading Will's book, I almost dropped the mic. But that's a fantastic book, and, it's tremendous things. And like I said, let's make Hollywood great again. That's what I want to do. And we had a great Valentine's Day. I hope everybody had a great Valentine's Day yesterday. I went to the Golden China Walk with Melania. They got great deals at the Golden China Walk, and we opened the fortune cookies, and interesting stuff. We got interesting fortune cookies here. We got mine said, be yourself and you'll feel at home anywhere. And I said, look at that, because I'm always myself, okay? That's how I've gotten this far, by being myself, and that's how you win. A lot of people like Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, everywhere in the room, they try to be the people who ran against me. You got Chris Christie, that fatso, now coming out. These people are so fake. I'm always the same guy, and people see it. I'm genuine, and that's why I win. And then Melania's fortune cookie, every excess becomes a vice. And I said, that one is, I don't know if I agree with that one. I kind of like excess, if you want to know the truth. But, when I left, I took some sauces. I always take the sauces. I don't care how successful you are. I mean, with the Biden economics, I could go broke. I have billions of dollars, but with the inflation, I could go broke. So I took some duck sauces and, frankly, some soy sauces and the hot sauce. We love the hot sauce. And legitimately, not like Hillary Clinton trying to be, trying to impress the African Americans on the Breakfast Club with Charlemagne the God, who Biden told wasn't black. I know you're black, Charlemagne. If you're watching, and that people tell me Charlemagne watches, and he watches very strongly. By the way, Charlemagne, feel free to comment below. I know you don't want to know. It's not very popular, but I know you love me. I know you all love me, and we're going to win very big with the black community. But, one time I went out dining with Kanye to a Chinese place. I'm not, I don't talk about it publicly. But, Kanye and I used to hang out before he went off on the Jews, and he saw that I was taking the packets, and he made a little derogatory comment. He compared me to a certain religion that some people say might be stingy. He said, "Oh, you're taking the packets. That's a little beep of you." And I said, "God, yeah, look, but that's what got him in trouble." And now he's worth far less money because, some people don't like that certain religion. Some people I study them, and I think that they're very smart and they're very successful. And, that's what I do. So I take the packets, and these come in handy. And, I got to say, we took some leftovers, too. Great Valentine's Day, by the way. Great Valentine's Day. A lot of romance. And Melania knows, we went out because she knows that I'm busy. She knows we need to take back the country. But I still took time. And we got some leftovers. And I got to say, the broccoli in the General Chow's chicken. I noticed you got the broccoli in the chicken and broccoli. The broccoli is cooked a lot better, but the broccoli in the General Chow's, anything fried, anything with batter, it's just always more like crunchy. Yeah, you hear that? It's not soft, and and I don't know about these ribs. I don't know what the hell's going on, but it was good. It was good. You gotta lick the fingers, right? We call it lick the fingers, and they all said, "We voted for you, and we voted for you very strongly, and we were so against the balloon. We were so against the balloon," and I said, "That's good, that's good." And but the food was good, the fortune cookies were good, and we had a great day. And in the midst of all this, I hear there's a rumor that Nikki Haley is running. The former, I mean, nobody really knows, nobody really cares, but the news outlets are reporting. In Nikki Haley's announcement speech, she will lean into the idea that America is not racist and we should be proud of who we are as Americans. And generations are being taught to hate America, and we need to renew our American pride. And oh my God, look, Nikki Haley's speech turned me into Sleepy Joe for a moment. Look, a lot of words. None as good as make America great again. It's simple. What's your plan? Make America great again. Not America's we should have blah 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 blah. You're putting everybody to sleep, okay? This is what I'm talking about. Hollywood, entertainment. That's why we have this show. It's entertaining. We're bringing back entertainment. And it's the number one podcast. You look at all the polls. You look at every list. We're beating Joe Rogan. We're beating everybody. It's because people want to be entertained. Okay? And this stuff, I mean, where are the nicknames? Where's the fun Lion Ted? Where's Sleepy Joe? Crooked Hillary? I mean, these people are so freaking boring. By the way, we just got sponsored by Pepsi, okay? Pepsi Cola. They had all the greats. When entertainment was great, they had Michael, Britney Spears, Kanye before he went a little crazy, but he'll be back. He'll be back. He'll apologize. He'll wake up. He'll figure it out. And so Pepsi Cola, we're going to be shooting commercials. I said, don't light my hair on fire like they did to Michael Jackson in the 80s. Sort of when he started to lose it, okay? But don't worry, I'm going to keep my nose, okay? I'm going to keep my nose, I'm going to keep my hair. I never change. Unlike Madonna, all these people, they all bash me, but they really seem to hate themselves. If you see the number that they all do on themselves, it's such a disgrace, but it's okay, right? It's okay. Folks, once again, don't forget to click like and subscribe and smash that like button so strongly. And look, we're going to be comment below for a chance to win. We're giving away some prizes again. A few weeks went by, we weren't giving away prizes, but we're very focused and we're raising money for the campaign. And we're actually also auctioning off some Trump memorabilia. And, I built a model of the Chrysler Building when I was 6 months old. Doctors were studying me. They say, it's an anomaly. Is he autistic? Wasn't autistic, just a genius. But we're auctioning off this model of the Chrysler Building that I built when I was just 6 months old. And it was signed right there. You can see Donald J. Trump, 1946, the year I was born. And we're auctioning it off. We have some bids in now. So far, we're at $350,000, but it's going up, and it's going up so fast and so bigly, and very interesting. We're also giving away this globe that was given to me by Kim Jong-un. Remember, as you know, I brought peace. Everybody was saying, Obama was saying, they're our biggest enemy. I'm like, why don't we just try to get along? why don't we just try to get along? Now the world is on fire. And so it says, the world is yours. And it really was. Now it's gone to hell, but we're coming back. We're coming back so bigly. And we're also giving away this globe that I teach. I use it to teach. I tell little Baron, right? See, we had a balloon come from China, okay? And it floated. There's the balloon, right? Like the It balloon. It's evil. And it floated across past Hawaii, or Hawaii, okay, as the people there call it. And it came all the way to the United States, where Sleepy Joe, right? Z is for sleep. Joe is asleep. He's fast asleep. And the whole country has gone to hell, right? But we're going to bring it back, and we're going to make America great again. Okay, we call it Make America Great Again. And frankly, we're going to do it so strongly. And yeah. And now you got people coming at me. You got Nikki Haley, and, they say the more people that run, the better chance I have because of the proportions. If you look at it mathematically, and trust me, I know math, okay? Ron DeSantis he's sanctimonious. He used to teach in high school, and he was also hanging out with the high school girls. We got the picture right there. We got the picture to prove it. I have the best private eyes, private agents. These are like James Bond level people, CIA. They're digging up a lot of things, okay? And some of you might like them, some of you might not. But look, I can tell you one thing. We're going to win, okay? I like the street fight. I come out, look, when it comes to competition, I go a little psycho, okay? I'm like prison. I could turn this into a knife, okay? Ron DeSantis couldn't turn this into a knife. I could literally turn this into a gun, okay? I could turn this into alcohol and sell it. I would kill it in prison. Everyone's like, Trump's gonna go to jail. If I went to jail, I would just be Donald Trump in jail. I would win. I would win so bigly. And frankly, it would be like amazing. And these people don't understand. The only thing they could do to kill me is put a bullet in my head, but that's not gonna happen, okay? The only person who would ever put a bullet in my head is my own self, and that's if I ever started fading like Sleepy Joe. I would just shoot myself. Or if I lost to Sleepy Joe, which would never happen. But this time, there wouldn't be any January 6th. There wouldn't be anything. I would get up there with dignity, and I would go boom, and I would just die. And I would die with dignity because I would die for the country, just like Jesus did. He died for our sins, and that's a wonderful thing. And, I'm not going to lose. I don't lose. I can't lose, okay? Even when I lose, I don't lose, okay? It's called I win. Even if I lose, I win. It's called winning, okay? 48 frickin' laws of power. What's rule number 1? Don't outshine the master. Always make those above you, like me, feel comfortably superior in your desire to please or impress them. Do not go too far in displaying your talents, or you might accomplish the opposite. Ron DeSantis, inspire fear and insecurity. Make your masters appear more brilliant than they are, and you will attain the heights of power. I guess Ron never read that book because I'm hearing that he's going to run against me, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But like I just told you, I would kick his butt. And I would kick his ass so strongly, and it'll make your freaking head spin if you want to know the truth. But this is what we talk about on this show. This is why I get to talk to you people, you wonderful people. And you got the trail. Look at the trains. Look at the trains. This is what's happening under Sleepy Joe, and you got. Look, just take a look. The whole country's on fire.
A major investigation and massive cleanup underway in East Palestine, just across the state line from Beaver County. 50 train cars derailed, first sparking a massive fire and evacuations. Now the concerns shift to the chemicals in several of those cars. KDKA's Krista Rose has been following this story since early Saturday morning. He joins us live now with what we need to know.
I didn't know Seth Rogen left Hollywood and decided to become some sort of reporter. Very interesting, but let's keep watching.
Shelley, good morning. Yeah, it's been an almost unimaginable morning for the residents of East Palestine, Ohio. For the last 48 hours, they've been dealing with roughly 50 train cars that derailed, and 20 of which were carrying hazardous materials that caught on fire. Now, this all happened just before 9 p.m. on Friday. A Norfolk Southern train of 141 cars was
Absolute horror. Everything's hazardous materials. It's all on fire. It's going into the environment. I've seen the reports. The fish are all dead. I mean, there are already no eggs. You can't eat eggs. People, children crying because they're hungry. All they have is McDonald's. They're all getting diabetes now, and even the price of that's going up. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, who might have a substance abuse problem. We're going to get into that. I think she's clearly blatantly intoxicated, if you want to know the truth. Fake black woman. I know black people. She's not freaking black. I know black. Diamond and Silk, black. Kanye, black. Charlemagne the God, black. Kamala, I mean, what the hell? She's some sort of mild beige. She's married to a Jewish guy. What the heck is going on? She's making out with... her husband's making out with Jill Biden, a fake doctor. Everything's fake. Donald Trump is real. Real gold, real president, real everything. Mother effer. Bring it on, okay? Bring it on. This is why we have this podcast. We talk about the real issues, frankly. And, they said, Trump is not good for the environment. I got out of the Paris Accord. Nobody knows water like I know water. Nobody knows trees like I know water. Everything was clean. Everything was winning. We had the pipelines going through. Children were happy. There were no Waffle House fights. Flights were going off on time. There were no people fighting at the airport. Now we're in absolute hell, okay? America has become the Real Housewives of horror, okay? But that's okay because we're going to come back. We're going to come back and we're going to make Chinese food leftovers great again. Look at this. You can barely, it's okay. Golden China wok, it's good, but it used to be better. It used to be better under my presidency, under Sleepy Joe. Yeah. Even the finger lick is not as good. But that's why we have our number one sponsor, Wrap Snacks. Only 360 calories per container. You got 0.5 milligrams of iron. It's got vitamin D, calcium, potassium. And, they got the ingredients right there. Made in America, Miami, Florida. And, Badass Music Syndicate, Little Boosie. And then we got a quote from Boosie here. Sometimes you need those bad days because it helps you truly appreciate the good ones. It's so true. And that's why when I lost, I was thinking about killing myself. I did. I was a little suicidal. But then I turn on television and I see Sam Smith twerking at the Grammys, and I see Madonna with her crazy face talking about this and that. And I see all these people, and I'm like, I can't give up. I need to come back. I need to make America great again. And that's, frankly, exactly what we're going to do. And, Oh, and then you got Pete Buttigieg. Pete Buttigieg. Take a look at this horror.
We have heard way too many stories from generations past of infrastructure where you got a neighborhood, often a neighborhood of color, that finally sees the project come to them, but everyone in the hard hats on that project looking like, doing the good-paying jobs, don't look like they came from anywhere near the neighborhood.
What the hell is that supposed to mean, Pete Buttigieg? First off, the guy is so fake. Well, I love black people. He doesn't have any black friends, okay? He's got the husband and the nice... I know the gays, okay? The gays, they are very successful. They're very well dressed. They're super racist. And he's like, they don't look like they were coming from this neighborhood. Why is that? Why is that, Pete Buttigieg? I thought in the 1960s they desegregated. Perhaps in your neighborhood there's no black people, but I've always had black people in my buildings. Michael Jackson, I mentioned him before. He lived in Trump Tower. He was black. He was very black. He was extremely black. Michael Jackson was really, really, really black. Just look at him. Black. And he lived in my building, okay? I'm a man of the people, man of the blacks, the African Americans. And like last week, we had on young Draco, and he was a real African from Africa. He told a story about how he came here on a ship, and they shipped him to Brooklyn, and now he's winning big, okay? I'm a man of the people. So strongly. And once again, also, if you're African American, white, black, Asian, the people who cook this delicious Valentine's Day meal, click like, click subscribe. That's how we grow. That's how we get the message out. And that's how we make podcasts great again. It's how we make America great again. Really, it's how we make the whole world great again. Okay? It's that simple. And this is episode 23. We're building a movement here, okay? We're building a movement here. I mean, where was Joe Rogan on episode 23? What did he have, like 2 views? 2 views? You look at all the people, you look at all the podcasts, iTunes. We're going to get on there very shortly. Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music. We're going to be all everywhere, okay? We're growing, we're getting bigger, and we're going to have more guests. We're reaching out to a lot of people, okay? Believe me. And look, folks, I wanted to show you this clip because I wanted to really hammer the point home of what Ron DeSantis is. And Ron DeSantis is an Italian guy growing up in New York, being in the construction business. They have sort of a stronghold, and I mean that literally, on the construction business. It's called street tax. Google it. Go on Urban Dictionary, street tax, okay? And I was watching this movie starring Italian people, Joe Pesci, it's My Cousin Vinny, and there was a scene that described sort of metaphorically Ron DeSantis very well. Ron DeSanctimonious. I want you to take a look at this scene, and I'm going to break it down why it reminds me of Ron DeSantis, okay? Take a look. It's called My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah, I'm scared. Look, maybe I could have handled the preliminary a little better, okay? I admit it. But what's most important is winning the case. I could do it. I really could. Let me tell you how, okay? The DA's got to build a case. Building a case is like building a house. Each piece of evidence is just another building block. He wants to make a brick bunker of a building. He wants to use serious, solid-looking bricks like these, right? Right. Let me show you something. He's gonna show you the bricks. He'll show you they got straight sides. He'll show you how they got the right shape. He showed them to you in a very special way, so that they appear to have everything a brick should have. But there's one thing he's not gonna show you. When you look at the bricks at the right angle, they're as thin as this playing card. His whole case is an illusion, a magic trick. It has to be an illusion, because you're innocent.
Exactly. And Donald Trump is innocent with all the persecutions, Russia, all this stuff. Donald Trump is innocent. And Ron DeSantis, yeah, he might be a little younger. He might have, I call it a horrible haircut, but some people, I've heard some women, okay, around the place say, oh, I like his haircut. And he's signing the right legislation, but he doesn't have heart. Donald Trump has heart. Donald Trump guest starred on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Donald Trump was in Home Alone 2. Donald Trump has best-selling books, Art of the Deal, Art of the Comeback, which we're making. Think big. All Ron DeSantis has, it's all fake, okay? And look, take a look at this round table with DeSantis. Take a look at this. He's talking to Nicholas Sandmann, the kid who was treated very unfairly. They sued all the New York Times, CNN, MSNBC for like $100 million because they said that they were harassing the Native Americans, who I have a great relationship with the Native Americans, okay, including Elizabeth Warren. Not. But he sued them, so he's having this round table. Take a look. This young guy is 20 years old now. He's crushing it at life. Innocent kid. Great guy. Take a look at this interaction.
Clip off Twitter where there were hours of footage on YouTube. They didn't bother to go look for that. They took what they had, and they wanted to be the first one with the story.
And so how did that affect your life? Because I think I remember because you were at a Covington Catholic, I think the diocese condemned you and your classmates just based off reaction to a media narrative.
Yeah, the diocese.
So cold.
Oh, how did you react? Because I think the diocese.
This guy's full of crap. He's full of baloney, okay? I would have said Nicholas Sandmann, first off, I would have signed him a check myself for another $100 million. I would have just given him $100 million, okay? I would have taken him under my wing. I would have given him a piggyback ride like Freak the Mighty. Show the people the picture of Freak the Mighty, okay? It's required reading in most schools. Excuse me, pardon my language, okay? God, please forgive me for cursing so strongly. I would have made out with his mom, and not in a sexual way, just to show appreciation, okay? And the dad wouldn't have even minded, if you want to know the truth. I connect with people, okay? I make eye contact. I don't see eye contact there, okay? I see a lot of, he's thinking about getting drunk with high school girls like he did in 2001 when he was a teacher. Such a horror. Look, but like I said, that clip from My Cousin Vinny shows it all. And it goes back to Hollywood. That's what this whole episode is about. When I come back, we're going to make Hollywood great again. People are sick of the horrible entertainment. Sam Smith, it's like, okay, you want to dress like the devil? You used to have to be hot. At least be hot. At least have your tits out. At least dance. You know, Rihanna, she's pregnant at the Super Bowl, which is okay. That's okay. But people used to be, now they don't even have to be hot. They're like, every model is like 300 pounds. I'm going to make people hot again, Hollywood sexy again, Hollywood entertaining again. We're going to make America great again. And really, I mean, we're just going to bring back coolness because nothing's cool anymore. Our president's dead. Our president is fast asleep. Doesn't know what the hell's going on. Ohio has exploded. You got Pete Buttigieg, doesn't know what the hell's going on. All the fish are dead. Eggs are gone. I'm going to bring back eggs. And I'm going to bring back eggs so strongly. Just you wait and see. And if you want eggs again, if you want eggs, if you miss the taste of beautiful eggs, if you go to Denny's and IHOP and there's no more eggs, or your local diner, there's no more eggs, click like, comment below. We're going to bring the eggs back, and we're going to bring them back so fast it'll make your head spin. And look, these packets, maybe I wouldn't have to take home these packets. Or as a billionaire, you think you get to be a billionaire, you're not going to do takeout anymore. Okay, which I'm probably going to give this to charity. I'm going to give it to the homeless people because I have a heart. I have a big, huge, gigantic heart. And I'm probably going to give that Chinese leftovers from Valentine's Day to the homeless. Okay, the homeless people need love too. Okay, they have their little dates on Valentine's Day. They call them mole people in Times Square and under the ground. They call them mole people. They live under the subway. I had some mole people. I'm not public about it, but I want to have some mole people move into Trump Tower because I'm just so charitable. Okay. And they don't mention that in 48 Laws of Power, okay? Because Ron, yeah, he could read 48 Laws of Power. He might have it memorized, but he's missing one thing, and it's called freaking heart. And Lil Boosie knows that. The rap snack people know that. And that's why we sell so many rap snacks, okay? That's why we sell so much Trump brand. That's why this show is such a big hit. Because we have heart. So look, in closing, episode 23, we love you. Make podcasts great again. We've done that. We're going to make America great again. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. We have tremendous guests coming up and a lot of live performances going down in Florida. Big announcement coming soon. Very, very bigly announcement, frankly. And so just wait and see. Frankly, it's going to be huge, okay? Believe me.
Excuse me, but I've got something to tell you first. Thank you for ruining my life.
Ashley!
What did you do?
Everybody's always blaming me for everything.
So many deals. Good night.